Hello everyone, and welcome back to XE's Shelves. Today I want to introduce y'all to episode 4 of Will You Lead Us? I'm going to start with a recap of episode 3 for anyone who hasn't played it, and then I'll move on to episode 4, just as usual. Again, if you haven't seen it yet, feel free to watch the trailer for any of the previous episodes. They're available on my channel from episode 1 to episode 3. For now, let's get on with it! Before we start though, I do want to mention that I have a content warning for today's episode. We get into the heavy stuff now. Definitely want to mention kidnapping, just abduction in general, mentions of underage and non-consensual sex, i.e. rape, and mild to moderate violence. I'd say that today's video could definitely be triggering or have the potential to be, but I don't know your limits, and you ultimately decide that. So yeah, no graphic images or depictions or anything, and I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty that's shown in the story. If you did want to check out the story, be forewarned, this episode is darker than the others and can be pretty explicit or otherwise detailed, and it's only going to get more so from here on out. Alrighty, well, thanks for taking the time to listen to that. Let's proceed. In episode number 3, 𝓥𝓮, the Plague of 𝓥𝓲𝓽, you and your companions journey to 𝓥𝓲𝓽, the next town over from Ainava Vista, in order to find your bounty. When you arrive, your orc childhood friend, Ivan, or Yvonne if you're playing as a male, is met with some pretty trashy racism. Whilst the rest of the town avoids you, a curious child who dealt with 𝓥𝓮 the Pillager beforehand approaches your party. He leads you to 𝓥𝓮, and Ivan unalives him. The orc, not the child. He doesn't do anything to the child. He unalives the pillager. It's part of the orc code. You get it. You understand. Anyways, you return to 𝓐𝓽 for your 150 coin, and then he tells you he has a bit more of a personal problem he's willing to pay you to solve. And that's it. That's episode number 3, 𝓥𝓮, the Plague of 𝓥𝓲𝓽. You rest, and the story continues in episode number 4, Shadows of Youth, Naga's Resolve. What a name, huh? Episode 4 opens to a dream, and this is where interactive fiction in this story gets really fun. So there are 6 playable MCs in this story, and all of them have wildly different backstories and personalities. For the sake of simplicity and of consistency, if I do show any backstory or character branching, it'll be through my default character, Gloria. So, yeah, after we see into our MC's childhood trauma and subsequent character building, sorry Raj, we move on to breakfast. Yes, breakfast. The most important meal of the day. I just want to mention that the only reason I even mention food in my work at all is that I love food, okay? I really do. So does Ivan. So I'm not alone in this. Anyways, this episode had a lot of fun branches. They're not all necessary, but I'm a completionist and I would want to play through them all anyway. So, you are now dealing with a missing girl. Probably more than one, and you have to find clues. You're also free to explore a bit of the market. Plus, 𝓐𝓽 has some new equipment and a masseuse. How fun is that? But this is all technically optional. I'll give you the story as general as possible to avoid too much spoiling. Okay, so we all know 𝓐𝓽. 𝓐𝓽 has a daughter, Rowena. Okay, Rowena has a friend, Minerva. Minerva has no family, and Rowena is worried after not seeing her for a few days. Turns out some other towns are dealing with missing girls too. Eesh. No matter how much or how little you look, you can't find any hard, concrete leads on where Minerva is now. So you go back to the tavern. Enter the perv. Oh boy, I gotta say, all of my test readers loved this guy, so I know I did a good job on him. During dinner at 𝓐𝓽's, the pervy drunkard starts running his mouth off at a table near yours. What providence! Without missing a beat, Naga gets in this drunk man's face, and yep, that's it. Look, I have a gift. Here, enjoy a few clips. catches us up to speed. If you find yourself interested in this story or you enjoyed the clips, check it out on the Tales Choose Your Story app on the Apple App Store. Episode 5 should be dropping soon. Alright, y'all, as always, thanks for coming, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and I hope to see you again.